Welcome back.
Can you breathe?
Yeah, I'm good.
I wasn't prepared for that.
That was about as long as our hiatus.
Yeah, it was pretty long. It was, what, 2 weeks?
It was, I don't know, it feels like it was at least 2 weeks.
It took forever to get this basement done.
Plus the holidays and families and all that stuff going on.
That's right.
So we do offer up a not mandatory, but I don't know. We apologize. We only half mean it, but we apologize for not being here.
I fully mean it. Yeah, I apologize.
So Ed apologizes fully.
Fully. Please do not impeach me.
So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. If you don't celebrate anything, enjoy your time away. I hope you did. Happy New Year. I think everybody at least.
Yeah, New Year's is a good one to say happy.
And we're happy to be back. 2019, a lot of big things going on. If you saw our Facebook, Twitter as we were out, we have a new bowl champion for these Bearcats.
That's right. Won the military bowl.
We have a new arena. We are going to have a new Bengals coach. Head coach, anyway. We have a new MLS soccer team. And, yeah, it's been super exciting with all the changes going on. Oh, and a whole new Reds regime. Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
with Mr. Bell and the other big news.
welcome to 2019 and your entire new Red sports landscape, I guess.
I guess our whole new entire Cincinnati sports landscape, right?
Everything's new.
New baseball coach, new football coach.
New soccer team.
Luke Fickell's still God.
Yeah. So, without further ado, we are going to get into these Cincinnati Bengals.
I wasn't ready for Bengals.
I'm sorry, we didn't go over the order before we started.
Rusty!
He did. Double dip on the ice cream cone.
Bad sound.
That's like the only good thing that came out of this season.
We need a new sound.
That's the only good. That's the only sound clip I could get from. Marvin doesn't give sound clips.
I mean, he's gone now, so we'll see.
Can we put the new coach through like a, I don't know, test session of a press conference?
I think there's other people who are more qualified to do that than us, but
I think we can handle it just fine on our own.
So, as you all know, we did finish the season last place in the AFC North. We finished with 6 wins and 10 losses after what started out as a 4-1 start. Marvin Lewis is gone. So, Marvin Lewis got here, and we hadn't won a playoff game in 12 seasons.
That's true.
Marvin Lewis is gone after 16 seasons. And that's crazy that he got here, and when he got here, there were kids being born that are now driving. To put it in perspective.
That's an interesting way of putting it, yeah.
The Bengals now, as of this past Sunday, to the date, I believe, haven't won a playoff game in 28 years. That's crazy. But we are interviewing head coaches.
Yes, we are. Well, I mean, the ones that'll talk to us.
Before we get into head coaches, Ed, and kind of before we get into the kind of some of our thoughts on who's available, who we've interviewed, all that. What are your takeaways on the season? Like, how do you feel? Obviously, we know the season was a dumpster fire, to say the least.
That's true.
Just with all the injuries, because we weren't just bitten by the injury bug. The injury bug took over and wiped us out like the Black Plague. I think we finished with, 16, something like 16 people on IR. I should actually have that stat here somewhere, but I don't. Again, rusty. But, yeah, we were decimated.
It wasn't, I mean, I think that comes down to what our problem was this season. I mean, well, one of our problems of many is that there was nothing. There was no when people got injured, the next man stepped up, and then that person got injured, and
we were out like 5 tight ends or something crazy at one point. So I know that people are going to say, well, the defense wasn't injured that much, and so that, how are you going to say that this defense was, they had 2 of the highest paid players on the team, in Carlos Dunlap and Geno Atkins on those new deals that we were excited about.
Right.
But when it comes down to defense can't be good when the offense isn't staying on the field. I think the defense ended up playing a grand total of, as far as like actual game time on the field, like 3 games more than the offense.
And that can't be good.
No, that's insane.
I mean,
it's 3 full games more on the field than the offense.
And that's why the defense,
they're playing tired.
Exactly.
When do you recover?
That's exactly.
You can't recover in game. You're playing 3 more games in the offense. Your paycheck's not changing that. But that's crazy. It's really inexcusable. And I don't even know who to place that blame on. I don't know if to place that, but that's like you said.
That was weird.
It's just playing sound clips of us. But yeah. We're still
right.
So I don't know who to blame that on though. I don't know if you blame that on Marvin Moses as the head coach. I don't know if you blame that on Bill Lazor as the offensive coordinator. Obviously, we got rid of Terrell Austin as our defensive coordinator. I don't even know it's on him.
No, I don't think it's on him. No. I mean,
we had the worst ranked defense when we got rid of him.
That's true.
Maybe we should have gotten rid of him a little bit earlier. But again, I think I mentioned this earlier in the year that I think Marvin waited to not have to play against or be the defensive play caller against the Saints.
Right.
So, I don't know.
It just wasn't a very fun. I mean, it started off fun.
It was 4-1. That felt great.
It started off great, but after that, just not so much. Not so much at all.
I think we can all agree that Driscoll is not the quarterback of the future.
No.
I think that's safe to say.
No, he's absolutely not. And there's still some calling for, Marvin's gone now. They're still calling for Andy to be gone.
I see that, yeah. I mean, I've seen it all over different people's, boards and what have you.
Right.
I feel like his contract and his skill set for his contract, if you're trying to build a winning team, you can't break the bank on Andy, first off, and I think everybody knows that.
Right.
But it's also a very team-favorable contract, and unlike the Ravens with Joe Flacco. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do as far as who they bring in. You feel like whatever head coach they bring in is probably going to want to draft their own quarterback at some point within the next 2 to 3 years.
That's right.
So we'll see if Andy ends up being the guy, because he's shown that he can be MVP-type caliber in both the seasons where he's been injured.
When he stays healthy, and when he doesn't throw the ball 7 feet above the receiver's head.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Andy's a bad quarterback. Maybe if we do get the right coach in here, Andy can, they can do something with him. But, right now, I think it's kind of be like when Marvin took over. We had Kitna. Well, not Kitna. Yeah, it was John Kitna.
And then Fitzpatrick.
Well, we had John Kitna for, 2 seasons for Marvin. Then we drafted Carson, and that's when I took over. So, that might be the fate of Andy Dalton. Who knows?
We'll see. So we talked about bringing a new head coach in, though. Some of the candidates that the Bengals have been interested in, and I believe all of these names that they've actually interviewed. Offensive coordinator Bill Lazor.
Right.
The assistant to the regional Hugh
President.
Jackson. The special teams coach Darren Simmons, who's been here for 16 seasons, I think.
For a while.
Almost all, if not all of Marvin's seasons. Quarterback coach for the LA Rams, Zach Taylor, who also was the offensive coordinator, I believe, for the Bearcats.
Yes.
Last season.
Yes.
Shane Waldron, who's also an offensive assistant for the LA Rams. Vance Joseph, who was just recently fired as head coach for the Denver Broncos. Offensive coordinator and former Bengal Eric Bieniemy from Kansas City Chiefs, and Todd Monken, who is the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Some of the other guys that were names that were being kicked around across the league, not necessarily with the Bengals. Josh McDaniels declined to interview with the Bengals. He's actually declined to interview with anybody, though. Mark LaFleur, who is it Mark? He is now the Green Bay Packers coach. He actually was a former Bengal as well. He was a backup quarterback here. And all the LaFleur jokes have come out from dodgeball. Have you seen those all over Facebook and stuff? Yeah.
Okay.
Cram it up your cram hole, LaFleur.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you now.
Because that was Vince Vaughn's character in dodgeball. Cliff Kingsbury, who was recently signed as the offensive coordinator for USC, is now the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. I don't think he actually coached a game for USC. And Bruce Arians is coming out of retirement, most recently with the Arizona Cardinals, and is now going to be the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So 3 of the 8 vacancies are filled so far. Teams still needing head coaches include the Bengals, the Browns, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Broncos.
So I would like us to interview an actual head coach.
Well, of the names that we had out there,
yeah, that happened. I'll fix it.
we have Hugh Jackson as a former head coach. We all know how everybody feels about that.
When they fired Marvin and then called Hugh Jackson in right after the meeting, I was like, well, here it goes. This is what's going to happen right here.
Vance Joseph is a former head coach. Some of the other names that are still out there that aren't necessarily linked to the Bengals, but Adam Gase, he was recently fired from the Miami Dolphins as the head coach. Brian Kelly, his name's being kicked around in NFL circles.
No.
He was linked to the Tampa Bay job, but that obviously didn't happen if they signed Bruce Arians.
No, I'll shut down the bridge. I meant to be a separate bridge.
Urban Meyer, he's now a name that's available, but he's going to be busy being a professor for leadership skills. And then I think it's leadership and integrity or something like that.
That's what exactly it was.
Okay.
I think, wait a minute, there's something in there, yeah.
I feel like you just walk in and get an A as long as you know how to delete text messages.
Hey, raise your hand if you know how to delete a tweet. I do, sir.
Show me how.
Boom.
Show me how.
and come over here and check out my phone.
All right.
It's an Android. Is that okay?
Chip Kelly, that's another name that's out there. I believe he's still the head coach for UCLA. But he is a former NFL coach of both the Philadelphia Eagles and, quick to forget, our San Francisco 49ers, as that was short-lived. Greg Williams is currently the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, he's done a pretty good job.
He has.
I don't know if, Baker helps a lot, but he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah. But another name that's out there is the offensive coordinator for the Browns, Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah, well,
who is a running backs coach, and if you're looking for somebody who knows how to use Joe Mixon,
who says that next year we will not have a losing season.
I like the fire in that kid, man.
That kid tells it like it is, but and he wants to win.
Now, if we're going back to the candidates that we've interviewed already, Vegas has Bill Lazor currently as
That's the only one, maybe.
He's currently the odds-on favorite to win. Out of everybody mentioned.
I just don't want to go back to the Bengals.
The dark ages of the 90s.
I don't want to just pull from the, you know what I mean?
Out of everybody that we
next
mentioned,
man up.
I don't know who your favorite out of everybody that mentioned is, because if I'm going through it real quick here, and you can stop me if you see somebody that you want to talk about more. Bill Lazor, he hasn't impressed me at all as an offensive coordinator. That's not to say that he couldn't run things as a head coach. But he's not shown me that he's a leader of anything. Like, I just genuinely, I don't think I like the guy.
Right.
That's me. But Hugh Jackson terrifies me as a head coach here. we need change, and
So-
I think everybody knows that.
I don't think it's going to be Hugh, and here's the reason why. I think the reason why Mike Brown made this move is because of his pocketbook, and people aren't coming, people aren't buying tickets, they're not buying merchandise, they're not like they were, and that was hurting his pocketbook. And I think he knows, and I hope Katie Blackburn and all those other folks are telling him, if you hire Hugh, it's not going to change. What in the world?
I really hope that's the case as well. What scares me is I saw this little gem out there in Facebook world. A guy
blowing up right now.
A guy I used to go to college with, Ian Hummel, said, "I just ran into Hugh Jackson furniture shopping for what appeared to be plenty of things for a new home. He was all decked out head to toe in Bengals gear as well. Get ready, hashtag Bengals fans. The worst case scenario may come true."
I don't like it.
For whatever that's worth, that's my insider information.
Where was he buying this stuff at?
I don't know. And that was one of the questions that came up further down the feed, was like, is this furniture fair or is this hardware restoration? That's a fair question.
Furniture fair means
You got an apartment and you don't know how long you're going to be here, but you're tired of living in the hotels.
Hardware restoration means you just bought yourself an Indian Hill.
Yep. So, I don't know. That's my feelings on Hugh Jackson. You got to change things up. Darren Simmons, it's kind of an intriguing one. He's been here a long time. Special teams has always been successful. I will say that. I don't know that you see many special teams coordinators running successful NFL programs as head coach, though.
That's right.
Zach Taylor, no go on me. He didn't do anything here with Tommy Tuberville. Maybe that could be blamed on Tommy Tuberville and his lack of recruiting skills
It's a possibility.
while he was here. But I understand that you're doing some big things out there in LA, but how much of that is Sean McVay versus you? Shane Waldron, I don't even know who you are. I got nothing on you. Vance Joseph, if he came here as defensive coordinator, I'd be okay with it. I still think that we need a new regime in here to just get new voices, new outlooks on everything. So I don't know how I feel about that. But he is young, and I feel like when he was here as a defensive backs coach, he was a hot commodity all of a sudden out of nowhere, which was kind of weird. But Eric Bieniemy, all the things that have come to light lately, if you want to Google it, feel free to go ahead. I'm not going to get into it. But there's a lot of things on allegations that he's had in the different places he's been, all the way back to college. And that kind of worries me as your head coach. And then Todd Monken, he's my favorite out of all these candidates, actually. Offensive coordinator for Tampa Bay. He had the number 3 offense in the NFL this year as the offensive coordinator for quarterbacks that included Jameis Winston and Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think Andy Dalton's an upgrade on both of them. If you can tell me who the running back is, I'll be impressed, Ed, for Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber.
I knew that.
You didn't. Which, again, Joe Mixon's an upgrade. You can make an argument that Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson may or may not be better than A.J. Green and Tyler Boyd. As a homer, I'm leaning A.J. Green and Tyler Boyd, but A.J. Green has to stay healthy.
Right.
But that's still an upgrade. And if Tyler Eifert's healthy, he's definitely an upgrade on...
But Tyler had that 1-year contract.
He did. He's not necessarily coming back, but I don't know that anybody else is going to take a leap on him.
That's a good point.
He may offer up a friendly discount to the Bengals because we've taken so many chances on him and he's continued to burn us with injuries. Versus O.J. Howard and the other tight end for Tampa. Can't remember his name. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, Bill just tweeted me something. Michigan football. I don't know. This isn't an official Michigan football Twitter page, but it says, "Welcome home, Hugh Jackson as our new offensive coordinator
For Michigan?
Yep.
Perfect. Love that.
I'll start looking at Twitter.
All right. Beats being here. Totally okay with that. The Bengals have the 11th overall pick in the NFL draft. I don't know about you, but I think that pick needs to either be used on a linebacker or an offensive lineman.
linebacker, because I don't see Vontaze coming back next year.
I'm more inclined to lean linebacker, but it's been a very long time since we spent a first-round pick on a linebacker. I want to say all the way back to Keith Rivers.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Since we spent a first-round pick on a linebacker? Because Ray wasn't a first-round pick. Luga, I don't believe. Maybe he was? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's been a while.
So nothing on Twitter. So Bill may have just sent us something fake.
Bill lost.
Fake news.
Bill lost all of his
fake news.
His defensive coaches to Ohio State, which is hysterical. All the Michigan defensive coaches running away to Ohio State. So there is that. Moving on. Your Military Bowl champions, UC football.
One deep safety for the Bearcats. 2nd and 10 from the Cincinnati 48. Willis with a short drop, looking left. He's going to throw it deep down the left sideline. It is caught. No, intercepted. The Bearcats come up with the ball. James Wiggins.
Oh my goodness!
Came away with that football. He's being mobbed by his teammates and head coach Luke Fickell, who puts him in a bear hug on the sideline. Wiggins came up with the interception, and that should put it away for Cincinnati.
I wonder if that was a catch he just ripped away, which would make it a fumble. Not that it matters, but what a play!
Did you watch the game?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
It was on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
At noon.
Yeah.
We beat Virginia Tech 35-31.
Where am I watching that? I don't remember, but I did watch it. Yeah.
So that interception by Wiggins.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. Fun fact.
Fun facts.
That was his 3rd game-winning interception on the year.
Well, that's a good fun fact.
He's a sophomore.
Oh. All right.
So
get
that's
one more
fun.
next year. That's an average of 1 a year. That's how math works.
No.
What would you say he was?
That was his 3rd this season.
Yeah.
He's only a sophomore.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Your math is broken.
My math was broken. I was doing that Common Core.
I'm not. Nope. That's not how that works.
I think it was.
Your kids are in a world of trouble. Hopefully Michelle helps them with
I hope so too. I hope so too. I actually changed my degree so I didn't have to take more math.
Fun story of the game, though. All season long, Cincinnati fans have gotten to fall in love with true freshman Desmond.
It's a great story.
He was injured in the first quarter, but he's been our quarterback since, the 2nd series, I think, of the first game. Unless he's left the game early because we've been blowing somebody out. And way back when, in the first game, Luke Fickell told Hayden Moore, hey, at some point this season we're going to need you to be ready.
Right.
Hayden Moore, as a senior, was ready. Came in the first quarter, won the game. And it wasn't just with his arm. He did some scrambling for first downs, and I think he scored a touchdown even. But Luke Fickell finished the season 11-2. I thought we were going to be better than 4-7 that we were last year. I never expected 11-2.
No one expected 11-2.
No. I mean, no, definitely not. We finished the year ranked 24 overall by the AP. Finished ranked 23 overall in the coaches poll. Hell of a year.
Oh yeah.
It was so fun to be a part of that season as a fan. It was fun to be a part of that season as a part of the crowd in the stadium.
It was fun watching that season in general.
Yeah.
In general. With Ritter, freshman, you know what I mean? It was just fun.
And I think we talked about it before the season even started. I was terrified and nervous about Hayden Moore being our quarterback.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, we got to fall in love with Desmond Ritter, and it's been really exciting to watch his development. And then to see Hayden Moore finish it off in the bowl game, it was a perfect storybook ending for a good guy. You even saw in the post-game interview where Desmond Ritter came over and just hugged him And
Oh, yeah.
they like Hayden Moore's tearing up, and just it was an awesome ending to this guy's career here at UC.
That's what I was trying to find. I think there was an interview with him.
He just kind of stopped, and he was like, "I'm
Well,
gonna cry."
Well, that, and he talks about the same thing. He's like, Fickle told me, just like you said. And he said, I've been there for him all season, just telling him what I see from the sidelines. He's been there for me. He was, telling me what he saw on the sidelines, in that final game. So,
I don't think it's crazy to think that he's going to end up a coach, much along the same line as Gino Guidugli.
Yeah. No, I can see that happen totally. I mean, like Ben Mock?
Ben Mock, yeah.
That's what I think he's a high school coach now.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes these guys, they're not the flashiest and brightest and.
Well, look at even Tony Pike. He made it to the league. He was with Carolina for a couple seasons.
Yeah.
And now he's doing his thing, flexing his wings as.
Just announced it last night. He has his own quarterback academy now.
Oh, that's very cool. I didn't know that.
He announced it during the national championship game. Yeah. On Twitter.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
In scarier news, Luke Fickell interviewed for the West Virginia head coach opening.
And then West Virginia told him. So I don't even think he interviewed.
So he definitely interviewed. I don't know if you know this or not, but I think it's the athletic director, G-E-E, who is at West Virginia now, was at Ohio State with Fickell when he was there.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
Fickell was reportedly offered the job, told it was his.
Really?
To take a
Hear
leave.
this?
I'm reading this stuff on Twitter.
Oh.
And it may or may not have been on The Athletic, but it was reportedly his job to take a leave, and he declined. Immediately met with Bone, and
this is a good story.
Did not ask for a raise, did not ask for a contract extension. My guess is he asked for the indoor facility.
No, he actually asked for more money for his assistant coaches.
That's an even better story.
Yep. Which, I mean, he may have asked for an indoor facility as well.
One of the things I saw, the Athletics' Justin Williams, who's been on our show a couple times,
right?
He did mention that because people are worried that if Fickell leaves, what's that going to leave for the guys who have been recruited to be here?
Right.
And one of the things that Justin Williams mentioned was the fact that you have former players like Mike Mickens, like Guidugli that are here, and they are literally gushing UC. Like, they love being here. They love being a part of the program, which is something we didn't see with Tommy Tuberville being there. And they're recruiting locally again. Thank God. You see a Mr. Ohio in Michael Warren.
Right.
Who...
And the man has some dance moves, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, behind the basket during basketball games.
That was just, that was fun watching his development as well, because before the season again, well, we thought it was going to be Jared Dokes, and Dokes didn't play at all.
That's the other cool story about this year. This Bengals football, Bearcats football season has just been fun.
Yeah. I'm excited for next year, especially now that we pretty much know that Fickell's going to be back, barring any craziness. I don't know. I mean, as far as teams in the area, the only thing that I can think of, teams in the area, because I don't think he's going to go far if he goes. Notre Dame is maybe the only other team that he might run to if Brian Kelly bounces.
That would be. No, I mean, and I don't think you want to go there, because he's going to run into the same problem that Brian Kelly's running into, is that they're not in the conference.
That is a problem,
and they're not getting. And coming from Ohio State, he wants to go to that national championship game.
I still wouldn't be surprised if he ended up back at Ohio State. We'll see what Coach Day has to offer these Buckeyes.
I'm not here to say that.
Yeah. That's all I got on UC football. Hell of a season. I'm gonna miss it.
I loved it. It was a great
sad to see it end. To be quite honest with you,
I'm sad to see it go too. But
it's moving in the right direction.
That's exactly what.
First time we've finished ranked since 2011, I believe it was. So that's a huge accomplishment in and of itself.
That's what I was going to say.
So UC basketball.
So that was
A Microsoft sound.
when did it start getting these? Trump declares border crisis. Why?
Be better, Ed.
Why is Microsoft sending me these things about Trump?
Be better.
I shouldn't have to worry about that.
Build a firewall around it.
I see what you did there with your instant.
So, UC basketball, we are currently 12-3 after dropping the ball, literally, to ECU.
That
I think
was
final
not,
score 75-73. What the hell?
It wasn't good. I mean, I didn't get to watch that game.
I didn't watch any, but I was busy with family.
I listened to it in the car, and I heard there was a lot of bad calls by the refs. But that's not what lost that game for us. What lost that game for us was
Allowing ECU to score 75 points.
well, and Dan Horde was saying that was just ECU was just having like a game of their life. Like,
Can't miss.
I mean, UC was 50% at one point, but they were missing. They were 2 for 15 from the 3.
oh,
And I think they only made 1 foul shot, 1 or 2. That was what killed us, is the foul shots, the leftover points on the line. So that's just one of the reasons that we got killed. I mean, there's obviously a lot of other reasons, but
so I'm going to point to this game
go for it.
and tell you that this game alone is a shining example of the fact that no one on this team is a true leader.
Well, and there's that issue too. Yeah.
We have a lot of guys who are gelling well, don't get me wrong, and they're all about team ball, but I still don't feel like Jaron Cumberland has fully accepted I'm a leader. I don't feel like our seniors in Kane Broom and Justin Jennifer have accepted I'm a leader. Justin Jennifer's having a hell of a season.
That's absolutely
with his,
true.
With his assist to turnover ratio.
That's absolutely. He is
It's breaking like recent records.
some of his passes and the beat.
All that
behind the back.
yeah, behind the defender's back.
Yeah.
Underneath the hoop. Yeah, that was a nice. That's good for replay,
But it's not good.
but it doesn't get you a
for the
W.
board.
I mean, we still lost. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't been to as many games this year as I've been to because most of our games, I feel like at this point, have been home games. And this obviously going to change with the conference schedule coming up. I don't know. I mean, I just want to see somebody out there on the floor barking at people. Not like Michael Jordan barking at people, but like telling people where to be. Like, if Justin Jennifer is going to be the true point guard, he needs to be out there calling the plays, no stagnancy, like running the show.
Right.
Kane Broom, same thing when he's on the field. I feel like he's still playing a ton of ISO ball. The last game that I got to go to against Tulane, it was good to see like Rashad Fredericks hitting some threes. It was good to see some of the guys who don't normally get involved in the game getting involved in the game. I think we scored almost 100 points that game.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, everybody getting involved, everybody touching the ball, rotating the ball all over the place. Again, I didn't watch this game, unfortunately, so it's hard for me to talk about it. But I don't know. I don't feel like there's a true leader on this team.
And I think you're right. There's not. You know, there's not. Sharon hasn't stepped up just yet. He needs to. He needs to. I mean, he stepped up in his gameplay.
You've seen some flashes.
Yeah.
You've seen some flashes because again, in the Tulane game, looking at it more recently, he took over a little bit. He was making threes all over the place. He wasn't afraid to drive. He wasn't afraid to kick it out. And you know, you like to see that kind of stuff out of a guy who's a potential leader on the team.
Right.
You've also seen those same type of flashes here and there in Justin Jennifer. And when you see Brooks and the big men, you can tell him and Trey Scott and Saseme and Diarra, like even when they're leaving the court, they're like linking arms up in the air.
Yeah.
Like, as they go out. Like
they're jacked.
They're all
And the defenses are having a hard time with it. We saw that with the Tulane game when the guy had to pull Suseme down to the ground.
Got
He
flagrant.
was just getting aggravated.
Yeah.
When you can't.
You could see it in UCLA. They were getting aggravated with the bigs. And
Yeah.
that guy running out there, he looked like Cheryl Miller running around out there in his short shorts with his long hair. That was kind of weird. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, you could see it. That dude was huge. He was so tall. And, these guys were still having their way with him. So I don't know. I mean, we have dropped all of our games to top 25 teams. We've now dropped a game to a team ranked in the NET score in the 200s.
Right.
We're not looking great for trying to get into this tournament at the end of the year unless we win the we can't really drop any more to stinkers like this.
No, we can't.
For lack of a better term. We can't have any bad losses like this if we hope to get into the tournament at the end of the year without winning the conference.
And listening to Mo today, he had I can't remember the guy's name from was it Barstool? No. Bleacher Report? I don't remember who, but he had a gentleman on, and he said there's a strong possibility that UC will not make. I mean, I guess not strong. He said there is a real possibility that UC will not make the playoffs this year, or the tournament this year. Yeah,
might have to win the tournament, the conference tournament, just to get in.
Ooh,
and that's not a good look.
No, that's not. Looks like Nerlens Noel is unconscious and had to be stretchered into the locker room.
Yikes.
That's not good.
What's been your biggest surprise of the season for the Bearcats? This young Bearcats team.
Oh man.
While you're thinking about it,
I think I want to see it. Oh, go ahead.
While you're thinking about it, Keith Williams has been my biggest surprise.
Well, that's obvious.
Still continues to be my biggest surprise. I've also been pleasantly surprised in how well they've shot the ball since the Ohio State game.
Okay.
Because I was very nervous about the offense. And they've definitely turned it around. Even Trevor Moore finally hitting some shots after he couldn't even hit the rim for a little while there.
That's true.
He had the yips almost. He was looking.
He was afraid. It was after Nick yanked him in that one game. He was just afraid to play.
What's the one dude who's got some shooting issues in Philly with the Sixers? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name either.
No, I can't.
But he was reminding me of that, where he's got the yips, can't hit the rim, it was crazy.
It's not a good look.
No, but he started hitting some shots, which is good. What's your biggest surprise?
I think the big men.
Okay.
People like
because we haven't had
Scott,
and
Suseme, and I've been surprised that we haven't seen more play time out of Mamadou. I'm on the Mamadou crew. But I think it's the big men, the play of the big men. I was afraid because, Kyle Washington, as much of a big man as he was, I was afraid that we had lost that with him.
Yeah.
But
they haven't really missed a step. I actually think that Nasir Brooks might actually be better than Kyle Washington.
That's strong. Yeah, you got a case there. You got a real case.
I think an argument can be made for that.
Absolutely.
And I'm almost more excited to see how Suseme develops because he's a bruiser. Not afraid to throw his weight. What's your biggest disappointment?
Oh, Greg said it was Markelle Fultz. The guy from Philly. Markelle Fultz? Fultz.
I said Fultz. What the hell are you talking about?
I can't remember that.
What's been your biggest disappointment this year?
That game? I didn't come in with real high expectations, right? It's like Justin told us. This team may not win a lot of games, but they're going to be fun to watch. So that's the expectations I came in with.
Okay.
They've been fun to watch, and they've won some games.
Yep.
A lot of Bearcats fans, the sky is falling, fire Mick Cronin after that loss.
There's been a lot of that on Twitter.
Which, by the way, if you're saying that, go jump in the Ohio because Mick has done more for this team. He took it out of the scrap heap, whatever. Yeah, we can't get past the second round.
Kennedy ran it into the ground.
Well, actually, Nancy's in for a destroyed. Also, I think the star of the year so far, I think maybe possibly, I'm going to go with this, is Mick Cronin's brother.
Behind the bench.
If you just watch that man behind the bench,
He's so excited.
he dances.
He does.
He's animate.
He is.
He's the star of the year, I think.
I feel like he needs to find that Mick Cronin diet.
Well, that's not nice. But for the longest time, I didn't know that was Mick Cronin's brother. I thought it was the guy from. I thought it was the guy from Pawn Stars.
Okay.
If you go back and look at some of my tweets, I'm like, why is the guy from Pawn Stars sitting behind the bench? And then I found out it was Dan, and he's a good guy.
So my biggest disappointment has been our show out against the top 25 teams.
Well, yeah.
Because obviously I wanted to get at least one of those. My other disappointment is kind of a weird one. As the always optimist for these UC Bearcats, I want to see more Logan Johnson.
I want to see more Logan Johnson, too.
And I feel like early in the season,
As well.
Nick was playing more Logan Johnson, and we've seen less and less of Logan Johnson as of late.
Well, and he did that with another guy.
Well, at the end of the day, you have 2 point guards that are seniors, and you have Logan Johnson who's a freshman.
Right.
And I think some of that plays into it. I think we all know at this point that Nick plays guys based upon how they practice, and maybe Logan hasn't figured it out yet as to how hard you go in practice in order to get that PTO on the court, where he could literally just be falling victim to being a freshman behind 2 senior guards who have been hurt.
There's that chance. I mean, he started off the season for us, right? I mean, he's that after
He didn't
the
start the
OSU
season.
game.
I mean, he started off playing more.
Well, I mean, he started the light. I think the spark. is
Yeah.
what I'm looking
Oh,
for.
yeah.
I mean that
Without a doubt.
OSU game and then the game after that. But I mean, we got
I know we got plenty
3
of time
more
with
years
him,
with him.
but I'm wondering if he couldn't be that spark right now
Oh, you probably could.
when you're losing games to ECU.
And don't think Mick's not going to mix up that rotation. After that-
He's always alternating. He's
Oh, yeah.
always the architect.
After
For
that
sure.
loss to ECU, he'll mix up that rotation, and we might see him come off the bench more.
So
Strong possibility.
that's our thoughts on these UC Bearcats, and we're gonna move on to one of the topics that I've been more excited to talk about than probably any other topic since our hiatus: the Cincinnati Reds.
It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by love. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by love. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the love.
That will forever be our until somebody convinces me otherwise.
Until somebody offers up something better than Saved by the Bell.
Well, I mean, we always have the together again.
I don't want to go back to that.
You don't ever want to go back to that? I love
Maybe
that
if
one.
there's like a...
It's a
don't have to
lonely
do this
walk
right now.
when the
Okay,
red.
alright, that's fine.
All right, so we finally got rid of Homer Bailey. We did it. We did it. The
Mission
Reds
accomplished.
The Reds have been listening finally, and they decided that they needed to be better.
In the most un-Reds way possible.
They finally got better.
Like, how did we actually get some good players?
They traded the blackest of holes for this Cincinnati Reds team to the LA Dodgers for left-handed pitcher Alex Wood, outfielder Matt Kemp, and the one who I'm most excited to see, the bat licker, the bat flipper, Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig. Have you started following him on any social media?
Absolutely, are you
That
kidding
man,
me?
He's
Yes.
gonna hate it here in Cincinnati.
I don't think he will,
He likes sunshine.
because he has his BFF in the dugout.
That's true.
He kisses that man
That's
every
true.
time he hits a home run. I don't know if you heard that story or not.
No.
So obviously, well, I don't know if you,
sit here like, what are you talking about?
I don't know if you knew this or not, but Yasiel Puig had to defect from Cuba to get to the United States. and he and this coach, the coach was talking about how he had been like through abandonment and what have you as a young person, and apparently they really like hit it off on this story and became best friends. And ever since then, our new hitting coach from LA and Yasiel Puig have been a bromance, and Yasiel Puig comes and kisses his head every time he hits a home run. And for everyone who's saying that Yasiel Puig is a cancer to the locker room, I don't think the Reds make this move if he doesn't have the stamp of approval from the hitting coach.
That's true. I'm excited about it. I just think he's going to hate the weather.
So we also got Cash, and we also got Kyle Farmer, who is a prospect. I believe he's back at first baseman.
I can't remember anymore.
We also gave up prospects Jeter Downs and Josiah Gray. One of those two names, I believe it's Jeter Downs. One of them was in our top 10, number 8 overall, ranked by somebody out there.
Somebody ranked him.
It's been a couple weeks since I read all these articles. But he was ranked number 8 in the system for the Cincinnati Reds as far as the farm goes. And the other was just down with the Dayton Dragons. So just in classic.
I don't think we gave up. I don't think we gave up a lot.
We're out $3 million on the deal altogether. That's it. More Homer.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best part.
If you don't remember, he was 1 win, 19 losses in the games
to come out of the bullpen.
Refused to come out of the bullpen. He was hot garbage. From all accounts that I can tell, he was an asshole to work with as far as the media goes. Marty hated him. Marty hated him.
Marty, bye-bye.
So, yeah, I mean, he's gone, finally. Even when he wasn't here in the bullpen, like in the dugout, like when he wasn't active because he was either injured and rehabbing, what have you.
Right.
We won more games when he wasn't here.
Exactly.
Good Lord. So, prayers were answered. Puig's here. He and Matt Kemp, you got to figure they're going to hit a bunch of home runs here in a smaller park than LA, which is a pitcher-friendly park. Also, I don't know if we ever talked about this before the hiatus or not. The Reds trade, I think we did, Tanner Rainey for Tanner Roark.
Yeah, we talked about
so with all these additions between Alex Wood, Matt Kemp, Puig, Roark, we have an entirely new coaching staff. Are you excited about this upcoming season?
I'm starting to.
I'm stoked.
I was not going to invest in this season unless they made some moves. They made that move, and then like I don't know, 3 days later, we signed Parker up for the Reds Kids Club. So
I don't dance now. I make money moves.
That's interesting that you pulled that one out.
So, do you at this point believe that management is trying?
I do.
Yeah.
Especially when they said that's not the only move. And
they said they still have moves to make. Dallas Keuchel has
thank you.
He's not been signed yet.
But we're still in the hunt, apparently.
We are still in the hunt.
Or in the running, I guess.
So I feel two different ways about this. I'm excited. I believe that the coaching staff is trying this year.
Yeah.
I believe that they are making the right moves, and I feel good about the moves they are making. With that said, it pisses me off that they waited this long to just decide, you know what, we actually do have money. We can do this. Now that you guys aren't coming, we're going to quit trying to just milk the teat that is the Reds here and quit trying to be a middling team, and now we're going to decide to spend money. Where was this 2-3 years ago? Instead of having to believe that they're rebuilding and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. What the hell?
I honestly think that they were expecting Homer to come back with more fire than he came back with.
It's taking everything I have not to just go berserk in a awfully worded rant about it. I can't
do that. I don't know. But I do think they thought he was going to come back a little bit more fire than he came back with, and obviously he didn't come back with any fire. So I think after that, they just, and then obviously, just like the Bengals, people weren't showing up to the Reds games. That's hurting the pocketbook again.
That's my point, though, is now they're deciding to spend money. Why weren't they doing this when people were coming to the park?
Obviously, a lot of teams do that, though.
It's garbage. It's a terrible business model.
Oh, I 100% agree. It's
Don't say
sustainable.
Just put a winning product out there.
That's why we'll always be a small market, but
it's gross. I hate it.
You know who's excited about that trade? And another person who got me excited about this season is Amir Garrett.
Yeah, he should be.
He's on Twitter just telling people, like, this season.
Well, and so are the guys who are here. I haven't seen Matt Kemp actually say anything since the trade.
No.
But Puig's excited.
Yeah, he's already wearing a Reds hat.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Immediately, like the day after, he went out and bought a hat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that was just sent to him. It looked cheap.
He went to the local Reds and bought one. Yeah.
But no, I'm excited to have him here. Alex Wood's already out there saying, hey, you know what? We're going to be somebody to be actually fearful of this year. We're going to make some noise. Cool. You just got here. That's not anything Homer was saying. We're worried what his next injury is. Bone spurs. Congratulations. Why didn't you have him worked on 4 months ago?
They're too busy hunting.
The silver lining is he was immediately released by the LA Dodgers, and now he's not currently employed. See ya!
But the total Reds thing, Cincinnati thing to do, it'd be for us to pick him back up.
Shut your mouth.
Which is what Greg wants.
Shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth.
I'm just saying.
Just shut your mouth.
Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. All right.
Moving on. FCC.
Come back! We got more winning to do! Cincinnati is big enough for soccer! Yeah! We are a new city! Do you believe in a new Cincinnati? Cincinnati is big enough for soccer! Yeah! Do you believe in Ryan Geist? New bars! New cities embrace!
I believe in Ryan Geist.
I believe in new bars.
I believe in all of those things, sir. Here's my money. Take it.
I can't get enough of that remix, and I hope they play that at Nippert this year because it's straight fire.
They're putting down new turf again.
I know.
Nippert.
Yeah.
Jeez, the Bearcats are making out on this deal.
Yep.
It's amazing.
So they released the schedule officially for the MLS, and our first 10 games are a little daunting.
I think our season's going to be daunting.
It will be. I mean, as an expansion team, that's to be expected in any sport.
Yeah.
8 of our first 10 games are against 2018 MLS Cup playoff teams. Ruh-roh.
That's not good.
Our season opener on March 2nd is against the Seattle Sounders, who happen to have, only one of the most hard places to play in all of sports, as it's the same place the Seattle Seahawks play.
March 2nd, dude. That's the day before my birthday. Oh, but it's in Seattle.
It is. Yeah, that's literally what I got done saying.
Sorry, I was pulling up the schedules.
Our second game is in Atlanta against the defending MLS champion Atlanta United FC on March 10th. Then finally we have our home opener in Nippert on the 17th of March against the Portland Timbers.
Portland Timbers. Let's take a look at these ticket prices for this game. If I want to sit in club seats,
you just go right to the top.
Yep. I can't tell you because I can't figure out how to use this website.
What do you want?
FC Cincinnati's website. Oh, it's because it's only season ticket information right now.
There it is.
There we go.
Probably not available in the general public.
Yeah. No.
Other games of note to be interested in, at least that I thought were of note. Guess who's coming to town?
Is it the Columbus Crew again?
Yeah, we have 2 games against them.
Hell is real.
Both here and there. They're going to be here on August 25th. Before that, though, we go to Columbus on August 10th. Those are notable games, as that is the Hell is Real matchup.
Are you going to say that you're excited about the Los Angeles team?
I am.
I think a lot of people are excited for that LA Galaxy team.
Yeah, because the Zlatan is going to be here.
I forgot Zlatan. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. He's going to be here a week after my birthday, June 22nd. The Zlatan will be here.
How do we get an interview with him?
I mean, I just want to be there. Because I feel like he's going to be just... You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just pointing at me like, hey, it's me. I'm the Zlatan.
I'm here. Hello, Cincinnati.
You can worship me now.
It's my first time here.
I feel like he'll probably take off his shirt and run around.
I don't care about this chili. I'm Zlatan.
I am the Zlatan. You will respect me.
The chili.
Who do you think wins in a fight? The Zlatan or what's Texas Ranger? Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Does he?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah. I don't know. He might pass the crown to the Zlatan.
I don't know if Zlatan's going to do that for us.
Also, just for a quick reference, I know I mentioned that 8 of the first 10 games are against 2018 MLS Cup playoff teams. There are 12 teams in each conference in the East and the West. Cincinnati, of course, is in the Eastern Conference, and 7 of the 12 teams in the Eastern Conference will make the MLS Cup playoff.
Looks like Greg's excited about Zlatan as well.
Is he?
Are we allowed to be excited about Zlatan?
Why can't you be? Yes, you can be excited about the Zlatan. He's coming
movie.
here. He's like the biggest star to come here. Out of anybody, he might be the biggest star in the world coming here.
That's true.
Because soccer's so much bigger nationwide.
Can we make signs?
For the Zlatan?
Yeah, like Zlatan Cincinnati or Zlatan.
I think you should paint your chest.
Maybe after all this DDP yoga work. Warrior pose.
Oh. You got anything else?
Stretching DDP yoga. No, I mean, the
On
season.
FCC? I'm excited to see what's going on.
Greg also said he's excited about Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney. What team is he playing for?
I'm not sure.
He just got arrested.
I'm going to be new to this. That's what I think. Let's talk about that for a second.
Wayne Rooney got arrested.
Oh,
Did you know that? He was like being drunk and disorderly in an airport or something.
Forrest Lasso is my new favorite player.
Yeah.
He tweeted a video of himself in the gym.
I still would have thought it would have been Emmanuel Ledesma, being that he retweeted a tweet of your son.
Well, I mean, he can be. I can have two.
Mine's still just
It's a lot.
make a trade.
Can we make a trade for Zlatan?
Probably not. LA's not good.
Can you talk to Mr. Bearding about that?
We moving on.
Yeah, we can move on. I think it's just going to be an exciting season. That's what I have.
Well, if Bill wants to tell us who Rooney's playing for.
It was
In the meantime, don't forget to follow us. It's been a while since I did this, since I forgot to do this on our last episode. We are on Facebook at Pardon the Punctuation. We're on Twitter at PTP Podcast Cincy. We're on Instagram, pardon_the_punctuation. Phone lines are open, right?
Yep.
Phone lines are open right now. We're live. You can call us at 513-818-2077 with your questions, comments, feedback, and hot takes. You can check out our website. We have some blogs up there. Feel free to let us know if there's anything you want to write about with the new regime for the Reds, the new regime for the Bengals, the new FC MLS team. If you want to talk about the Bearcats, whatever it is you want to talk about, we'll probably put it up there after we edit it out. You can check out our website, though, www.pardonthepunctuation.wix.com/blog. Also, that email address to send your submissions for the blog is at pardonthepunctuation@gmail.com. Also, we're on YouTube.
Yep.
I believe all you have to do is search Pardon the Punctuation and subscribe.
Right up.
We'll be there. We'll have this
Smash
audio.
that like button. say that.
We'll have this video up there and all that. Also, we have a T-shirt giveaway going on right now.
Yes.
Because Ed, I'll let you talk about it.
Yes. So the Best of Cincinnati 2019 is coming up.
Is that for Cincinnati Magazine?
City Beat.
There it is.
Yeah, and so you can write us in under Best Sports Coverage. So you just go to Sports and Recreation, go down to Sports Coverage, pass up all the other ones, and then write us in, part of the punctuation. Now, also remember, for your vote to count, you have to you have to vote for 20 different things, and there's a lot of other things you can vote for on there. Best food in Cincinnati, it's gone. Best donuts in Cincinnati, Marcella's. There's all kinds of best auto shop, best dealership, your favorite Cincinnati athlete for the Reds, the Bearcats.
If you're listening and have one of the things that's on there for us to vote on, let us know, and we can see about promoting you up, and you want to promote.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll do all that.
Greg said that Ray Rooney plays for DC United. You can write in every category. Like last year, for Best Xavier Player, I wrote in Jared Cumberland. It didn't get added. But they say that once they get enough requests for write-ins, and they put them in as a vote, so you don't have to write them in anymore. So
that's just good exposure for us if you want to help us out, please.
It's a long shot. We'll take it.
Also, we're going to have on Twitter and on Facebook the link to all of this. And if you don't mind hitting share so that other people can see it, check it out, and hopefully write us in as well.
And then if you take a screenshot of your write-in showing that it was submitted and post it on our Facebook page comment, you just post it on the Facebook page. If you just want to direct message it to me, that's fine. I don't care. However you get it to me, I will put you in the drawing for a free Part of the Punctuation T-shirt.
We appreciate you.
Of your choice of size or color.
Is it a one-time vote, or can you vote every day?
It's a one-time vote per email address. Okay. So if you have multiple email addresses like I do, then you go for it. All right. So there's that.
Only one submission per person,
per email address.
As far as free.
Oh yes, please. Let's give everybody a chance.
But if you have other email addresses, help us out.
Yeah, help us out.
We love you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Ed, you ready to round third?
I am, but I don't.
I do.
Oh, you have audio for it? Oh.
Texas forever, street.
Texas forever.
Yo, everybody, listen up. Let's do it. Let's touch God this time, boys. Let's touch God.
Clear eyes.
Full hearts.
Can't lose. All right.
It's like a T-shirt.
So, which of the new starts for any of our city's teams are you most excited about?
Reds.
Same.
Yeah. I was really depressed this summer.
It sucked.
It sucked. I didn't go to a game. I didn't even go to Reds Fest
I
this year.
didn't watch. I found access finally through a login.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I had, but finally found the app to gain access to watch Reds games, and I think I watched 2.
They weren't worth watching.
No.
They weren't worth watching at all.
I feel like every game we're automatically at least in the game with the new lineup that we're putting out there right now.
And we're not. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
If we can add Dallas Keuchel to this, holy-ish.
I want a Puig autograph.
I told Danielle that I want
the jersey?
T-shirt. I don't want
the
full
T-shirt jersey.
I want the T-shirt jersey.
They're on
but
sale
I
now.
don't think I want the full jersey, just because.
Yeah, they're on sale now at the gift shop.
They are. The team shop. But yeah, I'm on the same page.
I'm excited. Have you been watching the FCC construction cameras?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, no, if you go to the FC Cincinnati's website, you can click on West End Construction.
So it's for the stadium.
Yeah, and they have 2 webcams up there.
Weren't they still just talking about that like a couple days ago before they even got to start construction?
Yeah, I've been watching them for a few days now, and not a darn thing. Not a thing.
Just watching the engines.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's walking around the site, but that's about it.
All right. Like a zone guy? Or
Yeah.
something?
Oh, yeah.
Hard hat and
Oh,
everything?
yeah. They left the restrooms there, so that's good.
The porta potties?
No, So it was an old high school stadium. So they have like
Forgot about that.
you
Have
know,
they even
just like the
finished-
restrooms?
Have they even finished
Northwest.
demo yet?
Oh yeah, that's all demo. It's just dirt now.
Potties.
Like the ones we used to have in Northwest, the concrete building.
Like the trough.
Oh, I don't know about that. It doesn't
Wasn't there a
inside
trough?
the restrooms. It's just a webcam.
And you said it was like Northwest.
I'm just saying
Wasn't there troughs at
the
Northwest?
restrooms, the building where the restrooms are housed is like at Northwest.
What was your favorite Christmas present this year?
I got a lot of good ones. The wife got me DDP yoga. So Michelle got me DDP yoga.
For those of you who don't know who DDP is,
Diamond Dallas Page.
former-
Although the only
former
awkward,
wrestler.
the only awkward part of the DDP yoga is I did the
is
first one.
DDP.
Well, no. The final one, the final pose. After you do each pose, you have to do a diamond cutter. So you put up in the air like this, and then come back and stretch. Put your arms over the T, and then you gotta flex and do the whole Hogan. And I hate doing that to my TV every time.
So, as you well know, I listen to Dan Lebatard like every day.
The dime. Oh, I can't do that. Forgot.
When DDP first came out with DDP Yoga,
Yeah.
they had him on the show. And they literally got into a fight
Oh,
with DDP.
I'll have to pull that up.
He ended up cussing them out.
Oh.
And after he was talking about finding your zen and everything like that, he got so annoyed with them, he ended up cussing them out, calling Dan a monkey or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
It escalated quickly.
It escalated pretty
And
quickly.
it was hysterical and fantastic radio, and I will never forget that. And that's the last impression of DDP.
That's never good.
Speaking of wrestling, though, R.I.P. Mean Gene.
Oh man.
Hate to see you go.
Man.
He was also a friend of Dan Lebatard's.
But I got a lot of good presents this year. I got like a lot of thoughtful things this year. My mom got me some cast iron skillets
Nice.
because I want to make like baked beans and grill and stuff.
Okay.
So, got some stuff I can use.
Got tickets to Hamilton
Oh yeah,
from the wife.
I saw use the Hamilton man.
Oh yeah,
I mean Billy Hamilton obviously, but
the soundtrack's gold.
I gotta listen to the soundtrack.
Get it.
All right, I'll get hip to that. I'll get on my Spotify. Is it my turn? Oh yeah, it is. Are you any good at ice skating?
Yes,
Okay.
I can make it around. It takes me a couple minutes to get the blades going.
Well,
I mean, just, like get my bearings. It's been a couple years, but I've
I was
never
gonna-
like had issues.
I also suggest that you get on Rob's broom ball team, but more like short.
My nephew Liam is going to be playing hockey up in Massachusetts here
Oh, that's cool.
this year. Did you do anything fun and exciting during the hiatus? Like, did you watch Bird Box?
No. I did, yeah. I redid the basement. We got carpet down here now. My feet aren't cold on the ground anymore.
There's less echo.
Less echo.
I feel like the heater's not going as much.
That's actually a good point. But no, it looks good down here, and then the boys will have their playroom here in a little bit. So, it's good stuff.
Fridge.
Yeah, that happened. I had to get that in the fridge. My turn? Are you excited for this Kanye West Joe Rogan podcast?
Absolutely. We talked about it earlier this week, and I feel like, first off, everybody hates Kanye for multiple different reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
There's a lot of good reasons that people hate him. I still think he's a fantastic artist, and some of the stuff, like I just got hip to a new song that I didn't know about today. My wife sent me a text showing that she was listening to her phone on Spotify. Did you know Kanye West and Chainsmokers did a song together?
No.
Yeah, that's a thing. So I got hip
When
to
did they do
today.
that?
I don't know the answer to that question because I check out New Music Friday every Friday morning before I go to work, download all the new cool stuff to my phone so I can listen to it at work without streaming or anything like that or having to download it while I'm there. And yeah,
I did not know this was a thing.
Is this one of the remixes?
Don't know what I'm pulling up right now, to be honest with you. But I had to turn it down all the way.
Something down. Yeah, that sounded like him. So yeah, I'm excited to see what Joe Rogan has to say to Joe, especially since he wants to talk about.
It says Kanye. Oh, it.
And the Chainsmokers.
This song is called Kanye, featuring Siren XX.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh,
I thought maybe
it's
they
not really
collaborated
music.
together. But I think it's like I want to be like Kanye or something like that.
That might be why they were making fun of Kim at the beginning of this video. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
maybe they didn't collab. But yeah, they just say I want to be like Kanye or something.
I don't think Joe Rogan's going to let him get away with any softball questions either. So
I don't either. I mean, that's not his style. And
He's definitely going to ask him if he does
drugs. If he does drugs.
Yeah, he probably. Dude, this may be like the Elon Musk interview. They might start smoking it up and drinking whiskey.
But it will be okay because Kanye won't lose his job the next day.
Greg said Kanye needs to drop Yandi already.
I don't know what that. Oh, that's the new album.
It's supposed to come out on Black Friday.
But he had to go back and redo it. Then he had all that Drake beef and all that. He couldn't get off Twitter, whatever. No, I mean, I wish he'd chill it out on the political stuff because I just don't like my politics mixed with what entertains me.
Right?
And I'm a little tired of everything political anyway. But without getting into any of that, I also don't know that I'd enjoy his bleached hair. I think it's kind of a weird thing. But outside of all those things, I still think he's a great artist, and he's always coming out with something new and different. So yeah, I'm excited. What did you do for New Year's Eve, Ed?
Oh man, had pretty exciting New Year's Eve actually. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. We went to get hibachi. We went to
the volcano and
the
the beating heart rice.
No, our people don't get beating heart rice. Everybody know what this is? And I said,
You've seen the beating heart rice?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. And then we went to Little Miami Brewing Company, had a couple beers, and then we went home and watched a movie. Yeah, really excited. Good movie though. Game night.
Maybe we'll go to Home Depot. Maybe we'll go to
We went there the
Bed
next
Bath &
day.
Beyond.
No, we
I don't
did.
know.
Oh, we went to Home Depot New Year's Eve too. Some Christmas decorations for the yard that she wanted were 75% off.
They're still out there.
Well, yeah, those
It
are,
was 60 degrees today.
well, I was working. But anyways, we bought. They were originally $50. Got them for $12.50.
Nice.
Yeah. So you know.
Was that thanks to Rob Shealy?
Yes, thank you, Rob. I'm like, one of these things in
Nailed
on
it.
sale. Who's gonna know? Rob will.
Did you have any resolutions for New Year's?
Actually, I have one, but I haven't completely thought it out yet.
DDP yoga?
No. More giving back.
Too?
Like, so this is let's do long story short. Long story short, Michelle was in this thing with the City of Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce, and their leader does something every Saturday called Saturday morning basketball at a basketball gym somewhere for underprivileged youth, right? Kids who discipline problems and stuff like that. And her group, as a thank you to him for leading him through this stuff, donated like, I want to say it was like $2,500 to this organization, right? And he's like, this is gonna get these. He got emotional about it. Like he was like, this is gonna get these kids lunch. This is gonna get these kids like. He got real emotional. I was like, dang, I want to be passionate about something like that. Well, so I think this year I'm gonna find something that I can volunteer my time, whatever time I have.
Maybe I can help you out with that.
Okie dokie.
A friend of mine, her name is Brittany.
Okay.
She does something called Maslow's Army
I know what Maslow. Yeah.
down on Fountain Square every Sunday morning. Trey Hopkins was there helping out this week.
Okay.
And right now they're really in need of toothpaste donations. For whatever that's worth, I can do that. So she actually is out here on the east side also. Cool. We can talk later about that if you want.
Yeah.
Sure, go.
Okay. Your thoughts on I'm sorry, not Kanye West. You already thought about that. Your thoughts on Lil Wayne's outfit last night during the halftime of the national championship game?
I saw somebody compare it to the pigeon lady
I
from
saw
Home Alone.
Did you see the one to the Hamburglar?
No. I still haven't watched the actual performance.
I watched like 2 seconds.
But I did listen to the Imagine Dragons Lil Wayne single that dropped today after his performance.
I did not know that I didn't know that.
It's on Apple Music.
It didn't
I can
show
tell
up
you
on
that.
Spotify.
Well, Apple Music might be better.
Did it? I don't know.
But I found that today and got to listen to it. And for everybody who's saying that the halftime show sucked, the actual recording sounded pretty good. Although it may be the first time that I've heard Lil Wayne rap without doing his traditional like Vic.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't do that. I'm gonna guess because they were Mormon and asked him not to. But I digress.
There's nothing on Spotify. You're up.
Are you hoping for snow this weekend?
No. Wait. I want to go down to the car show, the Cavalcade.
Cavalcade
on
of
Friday.
Customs.
Saturday we have something going on. Can't remember what it is right now. And then Sunday people are coming over. So no, I'm not excited about snow. I like snow. That's not bad. That's actually really good. Actually, I like that.
I'll play it for you later.
All right.
You got one more?
You're up.
That was my last one. Are you hoping for snow?
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yep.
What'd you think of the Christmas present that I got you?
Tell me more.
Oh, okay. I didn't give it to you. Hold on a second.
For those who are listening, I already gave that his Christmas present too.
Yeah, that's true.
Holy-ish.
I got one too.
I just got a PTP t-shirt.
I got one too.
Don't forget, you can get yours too. Check us out on Facebook, Pardon the Punctuation, on Twitter, at PTP Podcast Cincy, on Instagram, Pardon_the_punctuation. Feel free to give us a call. You can leave us a message at 513-818-2077. You can check out this entire episode on YouTube. Check out our website, www.pardonthepunctuation.wix.com/blog. And you can email us your blog submissions at pardonthepunctuation@gmail.com.
We did this once.
We did.
Yeah.
Just want to throw it out there again. Felt right. Bum of the week.
You're a bum. And that's all you'll ever be. A bum.
Oh, that hurts, man.
I'm so effing excited about this t-shirt.
I had to text Danielle and like,
That's my size.
Yeah.
I used to be a medium.
Well, she gave me two different sizes, one for a hoodie, one for a t-shirt.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Bum of the week. Who you got?
I don't know that.
I do. Okay. Nick Saban.
Okay.
Nick Saban got waxed. And
he sure did.
I feel like he showed everybody why it's important for your out-of-conference schedule to have somebody that's not Citadel.
That's a good point.
Got him.
That's a good point.
Be better, Nick Saban. Be better.
That's a good point. I don't know.
I mean, you could talk about the guy who flipped out on the other guy in his vape shop. You could talk about the guy the girl who used to be a guy.
Oh, at the
GameStop?
Yeah, we can talk about
There's
that.
that. We probably shouldn't talk about that though. You can talk about Homer Bailey.
Well, he's the number one. Well, no, Rizzo's the number one bum.
He is always the number one bum.
He's always the bum.
I could have gone with Cody Parkey.
You know what? I got a
But he had his field goal blocked and still outscored the entire offense.
It was tipped.
It was. It's still.
I know. That's what I don't understand these Bear fans. How about the Steelers?
Where do you start?
So first you got Le'Veon Bell, who doesn't want to play for him.
Correct.
And then
Can't really blame him though.
No. And now you have.
Then you had Ben blaming the season on distraction. That was Le'Veon Bell.
And now you
also
have
not talking to Antonio Brown, who's upset because he wasn't voted the MVP of the team.
Well, yeah. Well, he was also upset because apparently he got in an argument with Ben, and of course, you know, their coach is going to take Ben's side. Yeah. So the Steelers team, man.
Where do you start?
They're kind of bums right now.
Speaking of,
I thought I'd never see the day when they're falling apart.
You don't think the Bengals would ever actually trade for John Harbaugh or Mike Tomlin?
Trade for them?
John Harbaugh, there are apparently two teams interested in trading for him, one of which is the Miami Dolphins.
Can you trade for a coach?
Yes. The last coach that was traded for was Chucky, who is now with the Raiders.
I did not know this.
You know who I mean when I say Chucky.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know this. I don't think
That's Gruden for people who don't know.
I don't think they would. But I'm real interested in because you know after AB said all these things about he wants to lead the team, he's requesting a trade.
He's going to do an interview with James Harrison.
Yeah, that was weird. Now, which I wonder if that's just going to be a bin bashing session.
Weird flex, but okay.
Weird. But then the Landry from the Browns reaching out to
Jarvis.
Yeah, Jarvis reaching out to AB like, hey man, let's make this happen.
Yeah, of course he is. But they're not going to make that trade within the division. Are you kidding me?
That's a good point. Dang on.
Steelers won't do that. They still own him.
I want to see
for lack of a better word.
That's true.
I don't want to go down that road.
No,
because LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
At the forefront, but
that would be interesting.
They own the contract, and he's there until he isn't.
That would be super.
Okay, so we went through all the bums. I think there could have been
some Browns.
All right. What's in Ed's fridge?
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment. What is in Ed's fridge? I don't know if it's everyone's favorite segment, but I know it's ours.
It's everyone's favorite. Ed said so.
I'm trying to think of some more too.
All right, so I got this before Christmas. Not expecting to have a 2-week hiatus, but what we have, we're both going to drink the same one. It is by Taft's Ale House. It's called Santa's Bribe Christmas Cookie Ale.
Okay.
Brewed with cinnamon, ginger, and vanilla. Sounds divine.
Hey, wait a minute. Speaking of Christmas cookies.
Since we didn't settle the debate on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Snickerdoodles are Christmas cookies.
If you want me to buy Girl Scout cookies from your daughter, don't just post a link on Facebook. That'll never happen. Yes, you can. You will have to have them call me or text me because I had to go out there
or show up at the door.
I had to go out there and push that wrapping paper that nobody ever wanted on the streets and hustle that and to get a Tootsie Roll.
I'm a hustler, baby.
That doubled as a piggy bank.
Oh,
that's my rant about Girl Scout cookies.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna cheers Ed. Taft's Santa's Bribe. Cheers. We made it to 2019. For Ed, I'm Aaron. We out.